At this point, we'll move on to 9.4. Ms. Sato?
Good evening, Mayor and Council Member. Tonight we are going to consider a resolution to approve the audit report. The audit report is more than an audit report this year. We have, for the first time since 2004-05, a comprehensive annual financial report. And also included in the audit reports are a number of audits that are the appropriation limit report, management letter response, other required communications, the transit audit report, and a copy of the Dixon Fire Protection District. They also audited the Dixon Solano Municipal Water Service, and that will be on the next agenda after we have a meeting with the Joint Water Committee. I want to point out to you that the last audit was done in June, and since I came here, which will be a year ago tomorrow, I've been trying to catch up on some of the things that have been done in the finance department because we were really far behind. And I think we're catching up, but we still have a lot more to do. There's some things that had to be postponed in order to do this audit. One thing we did do is hire a permanent full-time accounting manager recently, and she's been responsible for preparing a lot of the CAFRs. So I'd like her to introduce the auditors.
Okay.
Well, I guess she's a little shy. Well, could the auditors please come up? I want to introduce Michelle Nelson.
I was wondering why you were standing back there, so please come forward.
This is Michelle Nelson, CPA of Mann, Eureka, and Nelson CPAs. And she's brought with her Erica Pastor. She doesn't want to come up. And I'd like to introduce Karen Helvey. She's our new accounting manager.
And would you repeat your name again, please?
Michelle Nelson. Well, thank you for this opportunity, and I think all of you have a copy of the report, and this is very commendable to do this. When you do a CAFRS report, I try to get all of my cities to do this, but what you're trying to do is really tell the readers the story and be much more transparent, and it takes a lot more time in order to prepare something like this. So your staff did a fantastic job, and also my staff worked very hard in order to get this accomplished. So thank you. I'd like to just cover briefly our required communication with the board. There is a requirement now between the audit firm and the board for direct communication, and you have that letter in place. There's about 7 items on there. I'm not going to read them to you, but this is where I would tell you if we had any major changes in accounting procedures, any issues, difficulties within the audit, none of which we had. Okay, so that's kind of that in a nutshell. We did issue a management letter, and what a management letter is it's just recommendations for improvement. This doesn't mean that there are problems or serious problems. These are purely suggestions for improvement of internal control, and staff has responded that they agree with it and are implementing those procedures. And again, that's a real positive because a lot of times people find reasons not to, and this staff just said, tell us what you'd like us to do or recommendations, and we're going to get it done.
Okay, good.
Okay, so that's my report, and I'm open to any questions in regards to the audit process or any other questions you might have.
Council have any questions? Well, again, I want to thank you. I know your staff did call me, and I was able to speak with them on the phone, and I know they called other council members who are no longer on this on the dais, and so I can tell you that their questions and were very thorough, and I appreciate the time and the opportunity to speak with them on the phone. And thank you for putting together this report, and also thanks to Ms. Sato and our finance staff for getting you those records. I know it's a yeoman's task, and you've done very well on both sides of the desk, if you will.
Thank you.
All right. Any other comments? Hearing none, then I'll entertain a motion to adopt the resolution accepting the fiscal year 2007-8 comprehensive annual financial report and related reports.
Mr. Mayor, before we do that, could we see if there's any public comment beyond
I will open it up for public comments. Any public comments? I thought I did that, but I wasn't very specific. Seeing no public comments, now I'll entertain a motion. I'm learning too, and I apologize. I'll entertain a motion to adopt the resolution accepting the 0708 Comprehensive Annual Financial Report.
So moved.
Moved by Councilmember Coppice,
Second.
seconded by the Vice Mayor. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
So moved.